Moving on, we are reading Batgirl, which written by Gail Simone, who I love Gail's work on Birds of Prey, and really looking forward to her Firestorm book. Uh, as I'm not a Bat fan, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It had a lot of good stuff in it. You got to see Barbara working out her business as Batgirl. It kind of looks like she's just getting back in the game after Killing Joke. That she's was in a wheelchair for a long time, and I really like that one line where she says, "I've got crazy upper body strength now because of that," which is kind of cool. I really liked it. I liked her life as Barbara. You got to see her setting up a new life. You got to see her kicking ass as Batgirl. You got to see her face a problem.
Yeah.
The villain,
I like the villain.
The villain Mirror is great.
Yeah, great.
Great ending.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Well, for me, full disclosure here before we start. I prefer Barbara as Oracle.
I love Barbara as Oracle.
Okay, I thought it was a brilliant character. I also, having not expected to love Stephanie as Batgirl.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Brian Q. Miller's run on Batgirl was amazing. He was able to capture her voice and really brought the fun back to Batman comics. That's what we were talking about earlier about Batwing being dark and brooding. Yeah, okay, we get that. That's detective, that's Batman.
It's okay to be fun.
But it's okay to be fun, especially if it's in a different book.
Right.
And Brian Q. Miller's Batgirl was definitely a fun book, and it was a must read. If you haven't read it, go find back issues, pick up the trades. It's amazing. I'm a Gail Simone fan as well. I think she was hit or miss on Wonder Woman, though. I didn't find her entire arc strong there, but I loved her Birds of Prey, and I loved her Secret Six. Having said that, I didn't mind it. Coming from all that, I thought it was an enjoyable book. There were some great Barbara moments, and I could hear Gail's voice. It's almost like Gail wrote herself as Batgirl.
Wait, the redheaded writer wrote a redheaded hero?
Oh, yeah, imagine that. The art, amazing. Again, the villain, amazing. I'm really sad it's not Stephanie, to be honest.
But she's back as spoiler. We've already heard that Stephanie's coming back as spoiler.
We have heard
she's
that.
Not gone.
And I think there's a line where, I don't know if Gail's trying to say I'm not a spoiler or I'm not acting as a spoiler, where she kind of is maybe throwing a nod in.
Of course she is.
I really like her voice as Barbara. Again, give it a shot. It's different. It's fresh.
It was really great. It was a great book. And now we get to see what Andrew thinks of the big one this week, the other $3.99 comic, Action Comics #1. And I'm going to quote Andrew, who told me, I read the first 5 pages online, and I hated it. I read this tonight and turned to him and said, I look forward to seeing you change your mind. I don't know if he's changed his mind, but I don't think he hated it as much as he did. I will say this. You get to see young Superman, I'm not going to say Superboy, you get to see young Superman working out his stuff in Metropolis. He's a little cocky, bit of a jerk, trying to weed out rats in the corporate sector, which is, I don't know, kind of necessary. Then you get to see him as Clark, and that's where I think this book takes off. Because it's watching him as Clark, a new Clark. New Superman, everybody's like, what's Superman going to be like? New Clark is really well done. And then you get to see Lex and General Lane. Lex sets up huge traps and gets Superman to fall for it every time. In my head, he's still Lex and he's still Superman. Lex is still screwing around, messing with Superman to test him and prove to everyone that he's better than Superman. You get to see Lois, you get to see Jimmy. I liked it because I like Grant Morrison as well, and I liked this book a lot. Go.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is the one book that terrified me the most. Because there are a few characters just in all of literature that I hold dear. And Superman is one of them. And I can say with all honesty, I hate the new costume. I absolutely think it's terrible.
Oh, yeah, with the no underpants and the crazy belt?
I think it's... the new costume is very intimidating, and I don't think Superman should be intimidating to people. But I can understand where they're going. Like we were talking about in Swamp Thing, he looked very regal.
Yes,
it's like you're talking to a king.
He showed up in a uniform that you would wear to a dress function. Like he was visiting Alec Holland, who was building a house, and Superman showed up looking like he was King Superman, and that he was at something where he was going to meet a queen.
Yeah, I mean, so I'll give them the time, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Justice League 1, I thought the only misstep was the characterization of Superman.
Right.
I thought that, who is this Superboy? Why is he so cocky? And why is he throwing punches first? I mean, I didn't like the characterization of Superman. Upon further readings, I like it less. I think that Superman should be that ideal that all heroes aspire to be.
All right.
And be, for people not to be like, oh, there's this king coming down from the sky. He's a man who fights for us. So needless to say, I was terrified of reading this. And I'm a huge Grant Morrison fan. I love everything Grant Morrison does, except for half of the end of Final Crisis. But overall, I mean, I love his work. I read the first 5 pages online where he takes on the evil banker. And I was like, the first villain Superman tackles is an old, rich, but an old, frail guy. And I was like, everything you've said is that Superman shouldn't be a bully. And here's this guy bullying this, obviously, more feeble individual. Having said all that, reading it in the context of the book,
Oh, here we go.
I really, really liked it. I wanted it to be Book of the Week. Swamp Thing is the Book of the Week.
For you.
But it's really good. And because it's Action Comics #1, which is, also monumental.
Yes.
Go out, pick it up, give it a shot. As Nug was saying, Lex is perfect. Grant really knows how to write Lex.
Well, Lex is never wrong, and that's the best part about Lex Luthor is he always thinks he's doing the right thing, and that's what a great villain is.
Right, and Lois and Jimmy, they're not in it enough to really give them the full,
Well, no, but it's clear they're working for different papers.
That's right, which is also nice. It's fresh, it's new. I can see Clark being a little cocky, but still he doesn't have his full powers, so he's still developing them.
Yeah, he gets bruised up in this one.
He's constructing Superman. I can now see that in the full context.
It's pretty. It's great.
Don't forgive Justice League #1. That was not Superman, and that the suit. You can't sell me on the suit. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe in 5 months, maybe Grant has a great reason for the armor. But having said all that, it was a great first week of a full week.
Oh, it's so much good. Very little bad. So much good in this week of DC Comics. Now, real quick, we'll give you this week's Red Tornado Watch. There is one appearance of Red Tornado in this ad this week in the back of this book.
I actually missed it.
Right here. Right there. There was Red Tornado. Unfortunately, other than that advertisement, there is no Red Tornado in this week's comics. And now, should we look at this week's Books of the Week?
Yeah, let's. How many do you want to do?
I want to do 6 because everyone does a top 5.
Yeah, okay, we'll do 6.
So I'm going Animal Man as my one of them.
Yep,
And
I would
you agree?
Yep.
I would go Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, Animal Man.
I will go Stormwatch.
I agree so far.
So what's that, 3?
That's 3.
I will go Man of War. It's tight. It's tight.
I really liked Men of War.
I did too.
I just don't know if it's a Book of the Week.
Okay,
so
well, I'll go Action.
you got to pick up Action.
And I would go Batgirl.
And for me, I would go. What else we got?
Detective.
Yep.
Green Arrow, Static, OMAC. These
I would do Justice League International.
International would be on that list.
I would go International, as well as... See, for me, it's tough. Detective and Batgirl, they're both good books, but as a Batman fan, what they do with the Joker...
and honorable mention should go to these 3 books.
Yeah, what do you got there?
Detective and OMAC and Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's really only 3 that I wouldn't pick up this week.
Yeah.
But we've reviewed them all because we're going to.
Yeah, and great job, DC. It's energetic, it's fresh, it's exciting, it's new. We get it. We're on board. We're going to do a lot of these reviews.
Oh, yeah.
So keep them coming, keep them good, and keep watching.
Yeah, see you soon, Red Tornado, I hope.